all kinds of great stuff. How did the trajectory of your life shift? And do you think that that was, in a way, I don't think that was a bad shift. In fact, it's sort of like your dad might have like left the planet, but shot you out of a cannon to get closer to what your mission is. But I'm just saying from my perspective, but you go ahead and share.
I agree with that. What happened was, it was my freshman year in college. My first phone call home, there was a call on the other line, and the call was that my dad had died in his office. Very tragic. And I ended up, my mother was a really, really good teacher, but she wasn't super excited about being a mom, and she kind of blamed me for being the first kid of like kind of messing up her life in a way. And so what ended up happening was there was money, but it wasn't given to me to go to school. So I had to go get a job. And the job that I ended up getting was very, very, very lucky. I wish I could say I had something to do with it, but it was total luck.
Some kind of divine providence.
Divine providence. Because I had spoken Spanish, because I have good at languages, I got a job doing interviews and EKGs in the projects of East LA, basically Watts, California.
And could have been a little scary at times, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, I was with these two guys who grew up there, and here I was, this like, oh, I grew up outside of Berkeley, I'm liberal, I know all these things, and it just really opened my eyes to different perspectives, because a lot of the people that we met were so courageous and so beautiful, and then some of the people that we met were so beaten down. There were people that their understanding of long-term time was 30 days. So to them, we might say, oh, well, why don't you just go to college? They can't even imagine that. And it made me really grateful for my own upbringing. And it also gave me the beginning of what has been essentially the day job that supported me doing all the other things that I really wanted to do, which is doing research. So it was a very fortuitous event. And I agree with you. I do think it's, my belief is that my dad passed, and he wanted us to earn our own way in the world. He wanted us to have the pride of knowing what you can create on your own. And certainly his passing gave me that opportunity a little faster than maybe he thought it was going to happen.
Yeah, he passed that baton really quick.
Yeah,
and he got you going. So, so you work in research, so obviously you've done qualitative, quantitative, but you've taken it with your company to so many other kind of levels. So I want to start talking about a little bit before that. You are an actor, I usually say. When you're a comedian, you do, you've worked in formidable films and TV. You want to name drop, go ahead. But we've got so much to talk about. I thought I'd let you do what you want to do. When did or how did you squeeze in that love of that and the work? And it's not like you don't work at all in the industry. You do. And you've got a reputation, and it's not like, so blending it all and moving it forward. How do you make that all?
I think of it like little baskets or little bank accounts. I have a writing bank account and an actor bank account and a producer bank account and a research bank account, and all these different things. And I want to make sure that I'm putting something in each one really every day to the best of my ability.
That's really a great way to look at it. Well, I know when you go to your website, which is fabulous, all your companies, they're like little... Yeah, so you can... Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, and it certainly took me, and is still, it's something that you have to work on a daily basis. It's sort of like anything like diet or exercise. You don't just do it all at once. There's a great Stephen Wright joke. He said, I walked my dog all at once. It took like 10 years or something like that. Right. So, you have to just be aware of it. And the hard part for me is to not feel guilty that I'm not doing full-time of everything as much as I would like to. So I have to allow myself to go, I'm done for today. I did some writing, I did some acting, I did this, I did that, and go, what are my main goals each day in terms of what I have to get done, and get those done, and then do as much as I can on other things. But that way it just keeps me on track. So I really just have to keep all of my long-term goals in mind at the same time, and make sure that I don't neglect any one of them for an extended period of time.
Right.